The Golden King and Little Pip. Chapter 1, The Precious Egg. Far away, at the very bottom of the world, lived a king penguin named Aloe. He lived on an island where the wind held whoosh, and the snow swirled like magic dust. Aloe had a very important job. He was holding a smooth, white egg right on top of his feet. This egg was special. Inside was his baby. "It's time for me to go catch fish, Aloe," said his wife, Elara. She looked tired. "You have to hold the egg now. Be careful. Don't let it touch the ice." This was the tricky part. Aloe and Elara stood chest to chest. They did a funny little wobbly dance. Elara gently rolled the egg. Wibble, wobble. The egg tipped. Aloe gasped. He quickly used his beak to steady it and scooped it onto his own toes. Phew! He covered it with his warm, soft tummy feathers. "I will keep it safe," Aloe promised. Elara waved her flipper and waddled off toward the big, blue ocean. Chapter 2, The Great Huddle. Now, Aloe was all alone. Well, not really alone. He was standing with thousands of other daddy penguins. The wind got colder. Brrr. It was freezing. To stay warm, all the dads squeezed together in a giant group called a huddle. It looked like a giant turtle made of penguins. Aloe stood there for days and weeks. He was very hungry, and his tummy rumbled like a little drum. But he didn't move. He stood tall like a statue because he was a king. Suddenly, he felt a tickle on his toes. Crack. Crack. Peep. Aloe looked down. The egg broke open, and out popped a tiny, gray, fuzzy head. "Hello, Pip," Aloe whispered. Chapter 3, The Fuzzy Brown Ball. Pip grew fast. Soon, Elara came back with a tummy full of fish to feed him. Now it was Aloe's turn to go swim and eat. Pip grew into a big, fluffy brown ball. He looked like a giant kiwi fruit with a beak. When his mom and dad both went to fish, Pip went to penguin school. It was a big group of baby chicks huddled together to stay warm. But poor Pip was a little smaller than the other chicks. The big bullies sometimes pushed him to the edge of the group where it was chilly. Pip felt sad and cold. But he remembered what his dad told him: "Stand tall, Pip. You are a king penguin. You are strong." So, Pip puffed up his feathers and stood as tall as he could. Chapter 4, The Big Shadow. One sunny afternoon, a shadow fell over the beach. It was a giant petrel, a huge, grumpy bird with a sharp beak. It was looking for a snack. The other baby chicks ran away, squawking in panic. Eek! Eek! Pip tried to run, but he tripped over his own big feet and tumbled into the snow. The big, grumpy bird landed right in front of him. It looked very scary. Pip was shaking, but he decided to be brave. He opened his little beak and let out a squeak. "Go away." The big bird just laughed. It stepped closer. Suddenly, wham! A black and white blur slammed into the big bird. It was Dad. Aloe was back from the sea. Aloe was like a superhero. He slapped the grumpy bird with his strong flippers, whack, whack, and honked loudly like a trumpet. The big bird was so surprised that it flew away as fast as it could. Aloe hugged Pip with his neck. "I got you, son," he said. Pip felt the safest he had ever felt. Chapter 5, The Golden Prince. Time passed, and the snow began to melt. Pip started to lose his fluffy brown coat. Underneath, he had sleek, waterproof feathers. He had a white tummy, a black back, and bright, golden-orange patches on his head, just like his dad. "You look like a king now," Elara said proudly. It was time for Pip's first swim. The family walked to the water's edge. The ocean was big and loud. Pip was a little nervous. Aloe nudged him gently. "Trust your wings, Pip." Pip took a deep breath and jumped. Splash! As soon as he hit the water, he wasn't clumsy anymore. He was fast. He zoomed through the water like a torpedo, chasing fish and playing in the waves. He felt light and free. Pip popped his head out of the water and looked at his mom and dad on the shore. He honked happily. The little fuzzy ball had become a prince of the ocean.